All right, so today let's take a deep dive into something that's probably on a lot of our minds.
Yeah,
Retirement.
for sure.
Specifically, we're looking at how to make those golden years worry-free, particularly in Malaysia.
Hmm.
Our compass for this deep dive is this blog post called Worry-Free Retirement in Malaysia. How much do you really need?
Okay.
It's from Money Moves Malaysia.
Yeah, I've seen that site.
They always have a good pulse on personal finance over there.
Yeah, for sure.
So they jump right into this big question, is there a magic number for retirement savings in Malaysia?
Right.
It's like the holy grail that everyone's searching for.
It is.
But spoiler alert, they say there isn't a magic number that fits everyone.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, everyone's situation is different.
Right, and this blog post seems to really get that they say it isn't a one-size-fits-all scenario.
Mhm.
Your ideal retirement nest egg depends entirely on your individual goals and the lifestyle you envision.
Right. You have to ask yourself, what are you picturing? Peaceful days, tending a garden in Penang,
I like.
or maybe jet setting around the globe.
Ooh, yeah, both sound pretty good.
Right. It's all about what you want.
I love how they illustrate this with two contrasting examples in the blog post.
Oh, yeah.
The homebody retiree
Mm-hmm.
and the globe-trotting adventurer.
Yeah.
Now, I love a good beach vacation as much as the next person,
Oh, for sure.
but the potential cost difference between those two lifestyles is pretty eye-opening.
Yeah, let's break that down a little bit.
Okay.
So imagine the homebody retiree. They're enjoying a comfortable life in a smaller town, maybe.
Okay.
They might spend around RM 5,000 a month on living expenses.
Okay.
Things like rent or mortgage payments, groceries, utilities, and some leisure activities.
Sounds nice.
Right. Now, contrast that with the globe-trotting adventurer.
Okay.
They're regularly hopping on planes, exploring new countries, and probably indulging in some finer dining experiences.
Oh la la.
Their monthly expenses could easily reach RM 15,000 or more.
Oh, wow. That's a big difference.
Huge, right?
Yeah, it really hits home how much lifestyle choices factor into retirement planning.
Absolutely.
You can't just pull a number out of thin air. You have to really think about what you want your retirement to look like.
I think a lot of people don't do that. They just think about, like, a number, but they don't think about what they're going to be doing.
Exactly. So we've nailed down our dream retirement scenario, but then comes the practical part,
Yeah.
budgeting.
Uh,
I know, right? But the blog post lays out the typical categories like housing, food, transportation, entertainment,
Yep. All the essentials.
all the usual suspects, but then they drop this truth bomb about a category that often gets underestimated,
Oh, really? What's that?
healthcare.
Oh, yeah.
It's the elephant in the room that a lot of people kind of overlook, but in Malaysia, it's particularly crucial to factor into your retirement budget.
Yeah, for sure.
The system here is a mix of public and private health care,
Right.
which can lead to unexpected expenses, especially as we age.
Especially as we age.
They actually recommend setting up a separate emergency fund specifically for medical emergencies.
That's a good idea.
I know I hadn't really considered that before reading this, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Having that financial cushion could really make all the difference if something unexpected pops up.
It's all about being prepared, right?
Right. And now another critical factor to consider, and this one also often gets overlooked in early retirement planning.
Yeah.
Inflation.
Ooh, inflation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that silent but steady force that chips away at our purchasing power over time.
Exactly. And I remember reading about this couple in KL from the blog post.
Okay.
They estimated their monthly expenses at around RM 6,200 today.
Okay, so that's today, but they're not retiring today.
Right. They're aiming to retire in about 25 years.
So what happens when we add in inflation?
Well, if we consider an average inflation rate of, say, 4% over that time, their monthly costs could balloon to nearly RM 16,500.
In today's currency.
Ouch.
Right. Big difference.
That's a serious reality check.
You might think you've saved enough, but if you don't factor in how much those ringgits will actually buy in the future, you could be in for a rude awakening.
Exactly. So it's crucial to not just save, but to invest in a way that outpaces inflation.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to the foundation of retirement planning in Malaysia.
Okay.
The Employees Provident Fund, or EPF.
The EPF.
It's mandatory for most employees in Malaysia.
It is.
And it's a good starting point for retirement savings.
Yeah, for sure.
I think the blog post mentioned that typical dividend rates are around 5–6%.
Somewhere around there, yeah.
But they make this important point that the EPF alone may not be sufficient for a truly comfortable retirement.
I mean, it's a safety net, but
Sure.
you need to explore other avenues as well.
Like what?
Well, things like the private retirement scheme or
Right.
PRS.
Okay, yeah, the PRS, they actually gave a specific example in the blog post, the AIA PRS. I like that they get specific. It makes it feel a lot more real.
Yeah, it's not just this abstract idea.
Right. So we've started to build our retirement plan. We're factoring in our ideal lifestyle. We're thinking about budgeting.
Yes.
And even starting to think about healthcare and the impact of inflation.
It's all coming together.
It is, but to really solidify our financial future,
Yeah.
we need to delve deeper into the world of investment.
The fun part.
I know, right? So let's take a quick breather and come back for part 2,
Sounds good.
where we'll unpack diversification, risk tolerance, and those enticing passive income streams.
Can't wait. Stay tuned, everybody.
All right, see you soon. Okay, so welcome back to our deep dive into worry-free retirement planning in Malaysia.
It's good to be back.
Before the break, we were just starting to build that framework for a solid retirement plan, considering our individual goals, potential costs, and of course, the importance of accounting for things like healthcare and inflation.
Those are big ones.
They are. But now let's delve into the world of investing, which the blog post really emphasizes as a crucial part of this whole puzzle.
For sure.
And they talk a lot about this power of diversification.
Diversification. Yeah, it's like the golden rule of investing.
Yeah, it seems pretty intuitive. Like, you wouldn't put all your eggs in one basket, right?
Exactly. You don't want to put all your retirement savings into a single asset class either.
Makes sense.
Spreading your investments across different areas helps to mitigate risk and potentially maximize returns.
Okay, so the blog post lists a bunch of options.
Yeah.
Stocks, bonds, properties, even fixed deposits.
Uh-huh.
And it feels like there's a whole universe of investment possibilities out there.
There is?
So how do we even begin to navigate all of that?
Well, it can feel overwhelming, for sure.
It does.
But that's where understanding your individual risk tolerance and investment horizon come into play.
Okay, so risk tolerance and investment horizon.
Those are like your personal compass in the investment world.
Okay, so break those down for me.
Right.
Risk tolerance seems pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
It's how comfortable you are with the possibility of losing money, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. Are you someone who thrives on the excitement of potentially high returns, even if it means accepting some ups and downs in the market?
Oh, yeah.
Or do you prefer a slower, steadier approach, prioritizing the preservation of capital over rapid growth?
I see. So that's risk tolerance in a nutshell.
That's it.
So someone with a higher risk tolerance might be more inclined to invest in stocks,
Right.
which are known for their potential for high growth, but also, higher volatility.
Exactly.
While someone more risk-averse might lean towards bonds or fixed deposits, which generally offer lower returns but are considered more stable.
You got it.
Okay, and then there's investment horizon, which you said was simply the length of time you have until you need the money.
Right. And since we're talking retirement here,
Yeah.
we're naturally looking at a long-term horizon.
Which means we have time on our side,
Exactly.
allowing us to ride out market fluctuations and potentially reap the benefits of long-term growth.
That's the idea. Okay, so a longer horizon gives you more flexibility to take on some risk if you're comfortable with it.
If you're comfortable with it,
But every investment comes with its own set of risks and potential rewards.
of course.
Like stocks, for example, offer the potential for high growth, but can also be quite volatile in the short term.
Exactly. Bonds tend to be less risky, but might not generate the same level of returns.
Okay, what about the Malaysian property market?
Yeah,
The blog post mentions that as an investment option as well.
it can be a good investment, especially in high-growth areas.
Okay.
It offers the potential for capital appreciation and rental income.
Right, which can be a nice supplement to your retirement income.
For sure. But it's important to remember that property is a less liquid asset compared to stocks or bonds.
Okay, so it takes time to buy and sell.
Yeah, and there are transaction costs involved.
So finding the right balance within your investment portfolio is crucial.
Absolutely.
It's about spreading the risk wisely, right? Not putting all your eggs in one basket.
That's the key takeaway.
Yeah.
And this is where getting personalized advice from a financial advisor can be incredibly valuable.
Okay, so they can help you assess your risk tolerance, understand your investment goals,
Right.
and create a diversified portfolio that aligns with your individual circumstances.
That's the goal.
Okay, so the blog post also emphasizes the importance of exploring passive income streams,
Passive income. Oh, yeah.
which sounds so appealing. It's like earning money while you relax on the
It's
beach.
just a dream, right?
It's like the holy grail of retirement planning for a lot of people
For a lot of people.
because it's about generating income without actively working for it.
Exactly. It can provide a consistent stream of cash flow,
Okay.
supplement your retirement savings, and even help you achieve financial independence earlier.
Oh, wow. Okay, so the blog post mentioned a few options that really piqued my interest.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Rental income,
Mm-hmm.
dividend-paying stocks,
Okay.
and online businesses.
Those are all good ones.
Yeah, so let's say you own a property in a desirable location.
Okay.
Renting it out can generate a steady monthly income stream,
Yeah,
which can be a significant boost to your retirement funds.
for sure.
Or if you invest in companies that are known for paying consistent dividends,
Mm-hmm.
you essentially get rewarded just for being a shareholder.
Right.
It's like getting a little bonus check
Exactly.
just for owning a piece of the company.
That's the idea.
And then there's this exciting world of online business.
Oh, yeah. The internet has opened up so many possibilities.
All right.
For generating passive income, you can create and sell digital products,
Okay.
build an online course,
Yeah.
start a blog with affiliate marketing.
Wow.
The options are kind of endless.
They are. This is making me rethink my entire approach to retirement planning.
I know this exciting stuff.
It is. I'm starting to see how all these pieces fit together.
Yeah.
Building a solid foundation with the EPF,
Uh-huh.
diversifying your investments,
Hmm.
exploring these passive income streams. It's like creating a multi-layered safety net for your financial future.
That's a great way to put it. It's about weaving a strong financial tapestry, incorporating different threads of income and security.
I love that analogy.
And while these strategies can help pave the way for a worry-free retirement,
Yeah.
there's one crucial element that often gets overlooked:
Oh, really? What's that?
the dynamic nature of retirement planning.
Okay, what do you mean by dynamic? I thought once you set up your retirement plan, you're pretty much good to go.
I wish it were that easy,
Right.
but life rarely goes according to plan, right?
Unfortunately not.
Our financial situations change. Our health needs might evolve.
Yeah,
Even our retirement goals might shift over time.
that's true.
The key to a truly worry-free retirement lies in acknowledging this ever-changing landscape and being prepared to adapt.
So it's not about setting a rigid plan in stone,
No.
but more about creating this flexible roadmap
Yes.
that can evolve as our lives do.
Exactly. You've got to embrace the art of adaptation.
Okay, so we'll explore this crucial aspect, along with the importance of seeking professional guidance in our final segment.
That's coming up next, so stay tuned, everybody.
All right, so welcome back to the final part of our deep dive into worry-free retirement in Malaysia.
We've covered a lot of ground.
Yeah, we have from personalized retirement goals and budgeting to the intricacies of the EPF, diversification, and even those exciting passive income streams.
Right, all important pieces of the puzzle.
They are, but as we were just discussing, retirement planning isn't just a set it and forget it kind of deal.
Not at all.
There's this element of adaptability that we need to embrace.
Yeah, the blog post really hammers home this point.
It does.
It's not just about hitting a magic number in your savings account.
Right.
It's about having a plan that can evolve along with your life.
So it's more like having a roadmap with multiple potential routes rather than a fixed train track.
I like that analogy.
So how do we actually build that flexibility into our retirement plan?
Well, the blog post uses this phrase, regularly review and adjust. But what does that look like practically?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Well, first off, it means resisting the urge to just stuff your plan in a drawer and forget about it.
Okay.
Make it a habit to revisit your retirement goals and strategies at least once a year.
Okay, so like an annual financial checkup.
Exactly like going to the dentist, but for your finances.
So during this checkup, what are some of the key things we should be looking at?
Start by reassessing your goals.
Okay.
Are they still aligned with your current vision for retirement? Have your priorities changed at all?
Could happen.
Then take a look at your budget.
Okay.
Are your expenses in line with your projections? Have you factored in potential increases due to inflation or lifestyle changes?
Right. And of course, we need to review our investment portfolio.
Absolutely.
Make sure it's still diversified and aligned with our risk tolerance and time horizon.
All of those things. Because remember, the investment landscape is constantly evolving.
It is.
So what worked 5 years ago might not be the best strategy today.
Good point. And this is where seeking professional guidance can be so valuable.
Couldn't agree more.
You mean talking to a financial advisor?
Exactly.
I admit I've always been a little intimidated by that idea.
I think a lot of people are.
It feels like something that only wealthy people do.
Not at all. A good financial advisor can be an invaluable partner on your retirement journey, no matter what stage you're at.
So they can help make sense of complex investment strategies, navigate tax implications,
For sure.
and make sure your plan is tailored to your unique circumstances.
It's all about personalization.
So it's not just about picking stocks and bonds.
No, it's much bigger than that.
It's about having someone in your corner who understands the bigger picture of your financial life.
That's what you want.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive into worry-free retirement in Malaysia, what are some of the key takeaways you want our listeners to walk away with today?
I think the biggest one is don't get hung up on finding one magic number.
Okay.
Focus on building a holistic plan, one that encompasses your individual goals, smart budgeting, a diversified investment strategy, and of course those passive income streams we talked about.
And maybe even more importantly, remember that retirement planning isn't a one-time event.
It's not.
It's an ongoing journey.
Exactly.
That requires regular checkups, adjustments, and a willingness to adapt as life unfolds.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
This has been a truly insightful deep dive. I feel like I've gained so much more clarity on what it takes to plan for a fulfilling and financially secure retirement here in Malaysia.
Me too. And remember, it all starts with taking that first step.
The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step.
That's it.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive today, everyone. We hope you've gleaned some valuable insights to help you chart your own course towards a worry-free retirement in beautiful Malaysia. Until next time, happy planning.